Homework help for tonight. The two shaded problems are right here, so let's help you out. First one, this says a strip of paper is 9/10 of an inch long. You need to cut the paper into 3/12 inch pieces. How many pieces will you be able to cut? So here's the gist of it. You are taking 9/10 of an inch of a piece of paper that's 9/10 of an inch long, and you're cutting it or splitting it into pieces that are 3/12 of an inch long. So that means you are dividing it, you are splitting it, and we need to figure out how many pieces. So if I start with 9/10 and I'm cutting it or splitting it into 3/12. Now, since they're both fractions, I'm going to go right ahead and do KCF. Keep, change, flip. Keep it 9/10, change it to multiplication, and flip it to 12/3. Next, I'm going to look for any reducing I can do. I noticed that 12 and 3 divide by 3, so I'm going to take those, divide by 3. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, and that's all the reducing I get. Now I'm going to multiply. 9 times 4 is 36. 10 times 1 is 10. But I have an improper fraction. So I'm going to take this and do 36 divided by 10. 10 goes into 36 one time, which is 30. Subtract, I get 6. Now I have my numbers I'm going to use to put into my answer. I have my 3, my 6, and my 10. So remember how to do this. You start with the 3. That's your whole number. Then you complete a circle. You have 6 as your numerator and 10 is your denominator. But you can actually reduce this a little bit more by dividing by 2. And you have 3 and 3/5. Final answer. All right, that's the first one. Now we're on to the second one, putting those three numbers in least to greatest order. Now, because one's a decimal, one's a percent, and one's a fraction, what I'm going to do, and I found this is what works best for me, is I'm going to make all numbers percents. The reason I do this is because percents are easy to read and understand. So I'm going to start with 0.7. 0.7, remember, I have to deep it, move the decimal twice to the right, and I get 70%. 7% is already a percent. I don't have to do anything to it. And 3/5, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to a decimal, and then I'm going to make it a percent. So to change 3/5 to a decimal, I do 3 divided by 5. And if I do that, I get 0.6. Then I'm going to deep it. I'm going to move my decimal twice to the right, which is 60%. So 3/5 is 60%. Now that they're all percents, it should be easy to put these numbers in least to greatest order. So when I'm looking at them, I see that 7% is smallest, so that means my lowest one is 7%. I see 60% is next, so that means 3/5 is second. And I see 70% is biggest, so that means 0.7 is biggest. So right here is my answer in least to greatest order. All right, I hope that helped. If you have any other questions, make sure you ask me tomorrow. Thanks.